Hey everyone, welcome back to another one. Today I have a very special whiskey. Now, if you would ask me, hey Serge, what is your go-to? I would probably have to pick Whistle Pig 10, this one right here. One of my favorites. I love rye whiskeys. It's always been a thing of me. I love the spice. I love some of them have like a eucalyptus note to them. I love it. I love the black tea characteristics, the spice, the barrel impact. I absolutely love these whiskeys. This one is probably a paradigm or a paragon of what rye whiskeys can be and frankly should be at any point in time. So Whistle Pig Farm up in Vermont, Shoreham, Vermont. This particular 10-year, they source it, they mature it up in Canada and ship it down and then bottle it down here. Absolutely delicious whiskey. So as you can see, I've actually been taking a few practice sips. This is probably my fourth take on this video. I've been struggling today in terms of trying to gather my thoughts. I usually write my thoughts down and try to put them in notes and outline them. I did the same thing, but I'm having a very hard time keeping to my note structure. So again, this is a rye whiskey. So think of rye bread. Rye bread has that very unique spice to it, right? This whiskey is gonna have that sort of spice to it. Now, it's not jalapeno spicy, but more of baking spice. Think clove, think allspice, cinnamon. You're gonna have all of these notes present in there. And then on top of all of that, I also get this like these herbal notes in the palate. Particularly, this one it's in here, but it's offset by the sweetness because what they do with Whistle Pig, this particular 10-year, is that they just age it in New American oak for 10 years, and then they finish it off in ex-bourbon barrels, so to impart some extra sweetness. And this is why I like it so much, because it just balances just so nicely the spice and the sweetness. So let's dive right into the nose. So in the nose, so it was funny, as I was preparing, I was taking a few notes and nosing this and trying to kind of formulate some thoughts. I was getting more of like a very interesting creamy note to it, which was the first time I've had that cream note. I'm getting a lot more citrus on the nose. On the creams, the kind of like this, almost like butterscotch, I want to say, but it's like this cream element, but I'm getting more like orange rind. So very citrusy nose. So I'm gonna go right in. Oh yeah. There's the spicy. There's just a lot of spice happening. There is barrel impact. So, and you know, I'm trying to get back into whiskey, so my palate's still a little uncalibrated in terms of picking off barrel spice versus, you know, allspice and cinnamon and clove and stuff like that. But what I do get here is I get that barrel impact, definitely there, but I do get the baking spices, and it's just so nice. And then at the end, there's just this nice sweetness, again, for the secondary or the finishing off in the bourbon cask. So, you know, this is my go-to after a long day at work, or I hop on Apex Legends and get shot up. Thanks, Rob. Get shot up there, or Call of Duty. Obviously, drinking a lot of this on a weekend or playing a little competitive first-person shooter, probably not going to help my KTD, but really don't care. This is a delicious whiskey. One thing we do have to talk about is the price. Whistle Pig 10 does come in at around $80 a bottle. That is pretty pricey. You can get, you know, almost 3 bottles of any other whiskey, not any other, but, you know, more budget whiskeys for this price. So I do think this is more reserved for somebody who really likes whiskey, a gift for somebody who really likes whiskey, understands rye whiskey. So again, I highly recommend it. It is one of my go-tos, and if you can find it, give it a shot. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.